Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? You're welcome to another episode of the Raw Podcast where we bring you real, authentic, and wild vibes all day long. As you know, the Raw Podcast is fully informative. It's about your life, it's about education, politics, and any other thing you can think about. My people are seated. Are you ready? Let's go. So, today's topic is going to be quite interesting. But first, my people are with me. Today, I have with me Emmanuel, I have Steiner, I have Melvin, and I have Miss Hetty Perkins. Okay, so straight to the question. First off, we are told 9 to 5 brings stability, right? Yeah, lies. Anyways, in the traditional way of working 9 to 5, is it killing us slowly, or what do you think? Today we're going to break it down. So my first question to my girl, Etty Perkins. Okay, so do you think 9 to 5 is killing creativity, and is it increasing mental health in the society, or is it just lack of discipline?
Yes, I feel like it's lack of discipline. I don't think 9 to 5 will kill your creativity. If you're creative, you can show it in any field of work. But then the creativity is killed when you are not able to show it in the department or the field that you are in. And I feel like even if you can't show it in your field, you can find a way to research on how to use your creativity or your skill in that field. And sometimes it's also lack of discipline.
Mm.
Some people don't want to really work on getting the skills needed in their field. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, but let's say in a certain way, the government sector,
Okay.
where creativity takes quite a long time to be recognized. What do you think the person does in that state? No, do you think you can chip in? Like in terms of it might be a government sector. This is, for example, it being in the government sector. Do you think creativity is alive there? Do you think it's being utilized? Do you think it's something that can even grow?
Okay, so first off, when we talk about creativity, we can take creativity in like so many dimensions because people work in different departments, not because it's even their passion or not because like it's something they want to do, but it's because there was a vacancy and they just had to come in there. But then when we talk about creativity, it's very, very broad. And I feel like sometimes the 9 to 5 culture doesn't really give you that creativity. So, for instance, maybe someone's creativity is probably in art, like picture, something out of
Yeah.
the 9 to 5 box.
Okay.
Do you get it? So how is the person? How would you ever see that talent? How would you ever see that talent in the office? So for me, it's quite dicey. Maybe unless you find yourself in a space that you are really passionate about. But then I don't think that generally 9 to 5 brings out the full creativity in an individual, especially if you are not put in the position to really make the decision. Sometimes you are not really given that authority or that mandate because of your level and why or where you find yourself. So it depends. It depends for me. It depends. Yeah.
Okay. So in a case or in a scenario where, for instance, I'm going to use myself as you
Okay.
stated, maybe picture taking or something regarding media, and then I go and join food and agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have different departments,
Mm-hmm.
definitely that, but then connection.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, connection is quite the big thing to get you a job or get
Mhm.
you somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
If connection takes me to procurement
Mm-hmm.
department, how am I going to show my creativity? How am I going to show what I can do in the procurement department? what are they going to get out of me being in that department?
So as I was saying earlier on, I said the creativity is really broad and everyone is dynamic and really unique. I met this guy who does renewals, right? But then he has a side of creativity in terms of graphic design and then artwork. But the work he's doing doesn't exhibit any of these
Yeah.
things. It was through like doing something for someone and someone realized that, oh, so you can do this. So he's doing something on the side that doesn't even relate to his work. So he's double working.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes, as I said, creativity is really broad. Some people find themselves in a space, maybe like Hetty, she finds herself in a space where her creativity is utilized. Most people in the 9 to 5 don't find themselves in spaces where their creativity is utilized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Steiner, what do you think about creativity in the workspace? Do you think it's killing? Do you think 95 is killing creativity, or is it just lack of discipline?
Well, I feel it goes both ways. Mel made solid points saying people just go for what is available to them, especially looking at places they might be in their life. Some people don't have the option to weigh and look around for what they think they're passionate about.
Yeah.
They have to make a living, so they go for what's available to them. Doing that doesn't mostly land you in a place where you can express any creativity you might have. And I feel also creativity is being limited today to stuff you'd see on social media, content creating, you know, drawing stuff and making content about it. Creativity goes past that. Creativity could work in how you even solve problems in an office. But again, Melvin said something. It's the amount of authority or leeway given you or the privileges given you in the workspace that will allow you to express such creativity. I wouldn't say my experience in the 9 to 5, you know, enclave, so to speak, is one I can say allows creativity.
Or should we get to why you think so later, or like you should just jump there?
Oh, I just feel culture of 9 to 5 for most places is just something that needs to be worked on. Maybe the upcoming generation, the generation that's rising to now in the next say 10 years become management in these 9 to 5 places might be able to make those changes. But for now, how you get to express yourself is by quote unquote sucking up or doing stuff like that. I
Doing
think
what you're told.
anyone in the 9 to 5 enclave understands that. So if things change in that regard, 9 to 5 could well be more creative than those working on their own, the creatives as we call them today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. My boy, Mr. Emmanuel. Please, what do you think?
Well, I do believe we owe it to ourselves to be the best version of ourselves. But then we have to look at it. Is the system optimizing us to be that best version of ourselves? And when we look at 9 to 5, it's a rigid schedule. Like let's take the average person coming to work.
Yeah.
It's traffic. it's 8 to 4:30.
Yeah.
Example, 8 to 4:30. You get to work around 8:30. You have to eat. Then let's say you start around 9. Then you have to build up that work. We all know that we start slowly.
Yeah.
If people can tell.
Especially
The-
on Mondays.
Thank you. The core hours are usually 11 to 3. It's study show is the core hours. So when you go through that, it's very difficult to be creative, because to be in that creative space, you need that relaxation, you need that environment.
Yeah.
Free mind.
So I would say 9 to 5 is the system supporting creativity. Even in the corporate space, if you are trying to be creative about new processes, there's a mistake that goes wrong. Do they tell you, oh, it's just a mistake? No, you'll be punished.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't punish you outright, but the reactions, yeah, they wouldn't even voice out that opinion, but you would feel that you haven't done enough.
You get quote unquote sidelined.
Thank you.
Exactly.
So I know that there is a lack of discipline usually in this generation coming up, but also has the 9 to 5 system optimized us to be creative. So it's multifaceted, but I blame the 9 to 5 system. But also, I know that at a point we owe it to ourselves to be the best version of ourselves. But I also believe that that system does not support how we should be.
I
think,
think this 95 is it only within the country, like let me use the continent of Africa, that this is happening, or do you think in the diaspora it's way better? They're actually exploring that sense of 95, but then they are being creatives, they are being innovative, like they are actually showing their worth.
So, like what Yima said
Yeah.
from the beginning, that we owe our development and
to
growth to
ourselves.
ourselves. I think that for them, they have capitalized on that. So they owe it to themselves. So some of them can do this job and then they are doing the other job and they are this, they are that. So they owe that growth and creative living to themselves. And maybe some of them will probably do what they are told to do at work. Then maybe within their space, they do things that makes them creative or that develops them. That's what I think.
Well, I see it outside. There's some creativity is generally an expression of who you are. How you are creative is different from how the next person is creative.
Yeah.
So it's an expression of who you are. And I feel on some level, the 9 to 5 environment there is adapting to it a little at least. Because you find right now there are a lot of the companies that are hiring and are working the 9 to 5, are relaxing stuff like dress code. On our side here, it's strict.
Yeah.
At my office, Monday to Wednesday, you have to be in a shirt and tie. On Thursday, you have to be in this, that kind of thing. But there, it's more relaxed. It's more what you are trying to do, or what the company is trying to do. Are you doing things to? Of course, there are some, guidelines. It's not like the fact that they're allowing you to express yourself means you can come to the office
Yeah.
practically naked.
Yeah.
But you find that's there a little more. I think it's a step that if taken here could also get us closer to seeing more creative 9 to 5ers.
So are we saying your line of work determines how creative you can be? Is that what we're saying?
If your line of work
okay,
can
good.
express who you are, yeah, from what Steiner said, if it can express who you are, then yeah, because you can find yourself in a place like, for instance, if you are in the call center or you are attending or assisting clients, maybe yeah, you can be creative or just polish the way like you speak to clients, the way you handle how should I say, complaints from clients. Like they're all ways to be creative. But then yeah, it tells people who you are. It tells a story about you. But within you, does it really develop your creative skills? Does it really develop you? Well, maybe someone will say that, oh, this lady was good to me. Oh, can I have a number? Maybe I can help you get a better job or something.
Yeah.
But then the creative I understand here is a deeper expression, right?
You said something. I feel like, sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off, but you said something. I feel like if you move on from it, I'll forget.
Okay.
You said you help a client solve a problem, and he'll be like, "Oh, because of how you solved this, I want to help you get a better job." That job might be what could make someone what 10 times what you are saying is the better job. So I also think even classifying jobs that way hinders creativity. Because then people that get into such jobs, they are told this is not a job you're supposed to do for the long. It's not a long haul thing. It's sort of like something you do for the meantime to not go hungry. But in those same spaces, people are creating companies and they are now not even making the calls. They have other people making the calls.
But what I
It's-
said was
it's-
just an example.
No, I'm
It
just
wasn't to make. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
I know.
It wasn't to make it feel like it's a. This, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
giving an
know.
example. Yeah.
I know, but it happens.
Mhm.
So on another podcast, we had someone say maybe she didn't mean it that way, but we had someone say, "Me, I don't want any carpenter mason." You understand?
Mhm.
But today, in today's world, we have carpenters that are making well over $300K a year.
Yeah.
Salary 70% of 90% of 9 to 5
Won't
is.
give you that money.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You understand? There's a painter who can make $1 million a year.
True.
Yeah. So
So yeah, as Emmanuel mentioned that you owe your creativity to yourself. I feel like even if you're in a different field of work and you don't really know much about your workspace, I feel like you can research on what you actually do and try to be creative in that way. Even we always learn. There are days that you would want to try something new and you never know how it's going to end up. So I feel like even if your creativity is not really geared towards your work field, you can research and then find a way of getting better in that field. Yeah. Welcome.
But I would like to ask you guys in the comment section, please put down what you think. Do you think 9 to 5 is killing creativity? Is there something you brought up to your boss and then they went through a long process? That
Yes.
one cries, scrubbed off. Because you tried, you in fact you printed, spent sleepless nights.
Rose
I
I like
proposals.
what you said. I like what you said.
Yeah.
You know. Sometimes the reason why sometimes your creativity is scrapped off, they'll just say, "Oh, it's a nice idea, but we can't work." It's because the company is also thinking about themselves. They are thinking about their strategy and how to make sure their 5-year,
Their
10-year
goals
strategy
and,
is achieved. So maybe what you are saying could be a good suggestion, but it doesn't fit the strategy.
Exactly.
I don't even know if I should use as an example.
No.
I don't know, but then.
Allow me.
But then I think there was a time where like I suggested that it would be nice that we have how should I, it's not anything big. It was just about having HRIS software, right, on an app like phone app. It's a good point, right? But it doesn't feed a strategy for the year or for the long term. It doesn't help in any way. So it's a good point because most of the top HRIS softwares have these things.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't even be a problem, but it is not a priority. So
Yeah.
like it's not bad, but it's just a nice way of saying that focus on the
What
strategy
you've been told.
or what you've been told. So your creativity should come around the strategy that has been set. So yeah.
But then-
Okay.
Okay. Honestly, like we are all talking about being creative in one space, but we sort of focus on being creative outside
Ourselves.
the workspace.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
what do you guys also think about that? 'Cause,
Me, I'm actually big for that. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
All for
Yeah.
that.
So we definitely get to that creativity aspect. Yes.
Yeah.
But I was saying that in that step, yes, like in structured organization, it goes through a process. Now here's the case. Your idea was really, really good. You send it to your boss, even though it's not prioritized like as at that moment. It can be moved to the board or like to the next line of manager and then see how best it could
Materialize.
yes, exactly. But then your boss will take it. That's also another thing. So if I see that my colleague tried it and then my boss takes all the praise, I'll keep my thing to myself.
Yes.
You can use it elsewhere.
Do the, that means
Why are you going to use it? It's supposed to fit
For
the
yourself.
company's purpose and whatever the company is supposed to do. But then that's why I agree with Ime's point that be creative outside work.
Yeah.
I believe that there's a lot to learn from 9 to 5. Like there's a lot you can learn
Yeah.
from 9 to 5. But then know that the 9 to 5 cannot save you in every aspect. You are
Yeah.
in charge of your life and you need to own your space and you need to own your development.
That's true.
I was talking to someone like last 2 weeks, right? And the person is telling me that she doesn't like her job. She wants a new job. And I asked her that, so last year, how many interviews did you go to? She said 5. And what happened to the 5? They said they didn't call her. I was like, how? She said she doesn't know. And I was like, have you ever wondered why you've gone for 5 interviews and all of them failed? She said she never. I'm like, do you even prepare for your interviews? It's like she was just clueless, but then she's hoping that the company system would favor her. Do you get it? So some people still think like that, oh, if I do this, I do that, I do this, the company system would favor you. And like, honestly, that is a big no. It might not favor you. It might not favor you. So sometimes you need to like really, really put your life in your hands and
Yeah.
and move and fight for your development. And
Yeah.
like, Charlie, strategize your life. Yeah.
Okay. That's great. That's a great submission. Thank you.
Oh,
So
you're making it too formal. Oh, Charlie.
that's a great
Thank you
submission.
to be problem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think I think we moved from being creative in the normal 9 to 5 workspace to being creative outside that.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? Do you think being creative outside that normal 9 to 5 system is making us more comfortable? Because nowadays, it's not everybody that does 9 to 5. Some people are doing what they want and they're still getting more money than those doing 9 to 5.
The whole point of working was to
Make
make some money and become comfortable. So if I've been able to find my passion and my creativity outside 9 to 5, of course I'll be comfortable. In the long run,
Yes.
you'll be more comfortable than those trying to reach targets and always striving for what the company says we are doing this year or next year or next 5 years. It's more stressful. But then I think the beginning of the self-discovery and trying to find yourself is the hardest part.
Okay.
But once you start and you start moving, you should be fine.
Yeah.
You should be fine. I'm not saying that you'll be the best, but then there's this kind of fulfillment and this kind of like rhythm that you follow, and you know very well that this is in my hands, and if I put the right strategy, just like the business strategies, if I use that strategies for my personal life and my personal development in whatever I'm doing, it will succeed. So it's supposed to make you comfortable at the end.
Okay. But do you
It's
think
It's supposed to.
I feel like it's when you're passionate about what you're doing that
You become
Make-
comfortable.
yeah, you become comfortable.
But does passion really mean you will make it? Being
No,
passionate
it
about
doesn't mean
something-
you make it. But I mean, if you're passionate about it,
You put more
you know
effort.
that there's potential, so you keep moving. Yeah,
But okay,
Passion drives you. That one day.
yeah, it drives
passion
you to
drives.
do more.
of course, in
But-
every aspect,
Yeah,
it drives
Yeah.
to do more. Yes, but then is passion enough?
No.
it's not enough. Passion, hard work, determination, perseverance.
All
everything.
these things are emotional.
No. So that's what's going on.
All these things are emotional.
Okay.
So for me, apart from the emotional part, let's be like very like logical.
Yeah.
Structure. You need to put structures in place. Like I
Yeah,
realize
yeah,
that
you
structure
strategize. Yeah, you have to do.
is
all
very,
that.
very important. Structure, systems,
Yeah.
how things work.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah,
to know how things work for it to
Yeah.
actually favor you.
yeah, you
And
have
I
to do
think-
all that.
I'll put this in the most non-religious way possible. Luck, and I'll call it luck. Luck has a part to play in it,
Big part.
True.
because there are people doing A, B, C, D, making bank. It's working for them. Person B is also doing the same A, B, C, G. He even had E, F, G. But yeah,
Right.
so the most.
I feel like you should just do what works for you. You shouldn't, even though you're trying to strategize, know what would make it work. I feel like you should also do what works for you.
But how do you know it works for you? How would you know it?
So you try what others are doing, then you re-strategize, and then you try other things. Then you see which one works. Is it theirs or yours that's going to work better? I feel like that's what.
So
But
do you
then-
think you have to learn more? You have to
Yeah, you have to
explore
keep
more.
learning. You don't have to just depend on the knowledge you got from the onset. As you are doing whatever you are interested in, I feel like you should be learning more. Should I do what A and B is doing, or should I also find D, E, or whatever to get better? So yeah, I feel like do what works for you.
Okay.
But honestly speaking, I know we all do 9 to 5. But why are we doing the 9 to 5? Have we ever questioned why we are doing the 9 to 5?
Oh, me, I know why I'm doing a 9 to 5.
Why are you doing 9 to 5?
To survive.
Basically.
Yeah, to survive.
To survive. To survive.
Basically, yeah.
To survive.
To survive and to get some knowledge.
What? So you're telling me that after 4 or 5 years, you've not gotten that knowledge?
No. No. After school, that was the goal.
No, but you know that sometimes another thing I think I don't like about 9 to 5 is like they believe that when you stay longer on a job and you do
You get
something,
promoted.
it means that like you are learning. I'm telling you.
No.
See,
No.
see. Sometimes the learning it can be done in a year,
Yeah.
and in a year, there's a lot of things that you would have learned on that job. If you are still on that job after a year, it's just rhythm and repetition, and it gets
Exactly.
boring.
Yes,
It
it
gets
does.
boring.
Yes, very
So
boring.
you see that the people who leave the 9 to 5 space early, maybe they don't need to really survive to make money. Maybe home is comfortable and they're not
Yeah.
doing 9 to 5. But then they are focused on their planning. They move very fast. They meet a lot of people very fast because they know what they want to do, and then they are doing it
Yeah.
because they are privileged. But then most of us follow the 9 to 5 system because we don't have any option. Like that is we feel like for now that is the way because we need to survive. But you realize that after 1 year, whatever you are doing, you become so good at it, and now it's boring.
I feel
Yeah.
like it depends on your industry.
I was waiting for him to.
It's not everywhere.
So-
Once you don't have the resources
No,
to
no,
study
you-
or
you
grow,
relax.
how are you going to get?
So circumstance comes to play. For
Yeah.
That. For me, I said, right now, I'm doing 9 to 5 to survive. It's not like when I started, survival wasn't a part of it.
Okay.
But there was something more than survival. Starting, I actually wanted to make impact. You understand? So I remember during my interview, one of the things I asked after I had been asked whatever was coming on into the role that was advertised. What do they what's most important to them? First thing they hope I'll tackle. And after it was said, even before I got the job offer, it was something I was planning out. Okay, should I get the job? Going off what they said, this and this is the goal. Doing this, doing that would accomplish that goal. And I look past that too. After that is accomplished, how do I grow that into something bigger? How does it now come to include new things that benefits the company? You understand? And I stepped into the role with that passion, with that drive. You understand? Worked my ass off to try and do that. But doing all that in the end was not rewarding. In the end,
This water.
I won't even say in the end. It was shut down as I was trying to do it. Stuff I did go undone. And when the effects of the stuff I did were now on, like you were seeing the effects of undoing the stuff I'd done, I get asked, why is that happening? But something I've already talked about. You understand? The fix you didn't like. So then, right now, how am I to stay passionate about doing this job.
Exactly.
Now it's going to be about just survival. If I find a place that is giving me more than survival, because survival is boring.
Yeah.
Actually, very boring.
Survival is about just
And then
getting what is okay to keep you alive.
Yeah.
That
Just
is
keep
wh-
you alive.
That is where the creativity is.
No, guys.
The creativity on
think-
the side or
Okay.
in the workspace.
In the work.
in the workspace. Not to be
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we are looking at this at the wrong way. Melvin's question: why are you doing 9 to 5? Let's take it back to it. When you're in SHS, do you envision you're going to be doing this at this particular time? No. It's the system. We are built up knowing that we have to finish school
and get a job.
and get a
Yeah.
job.
Very boring.
That's it. If LeBron James was in Ghana, would you be LeBron James?
No.
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 Hold on.
It go be
Customer
PE
service. Customer service. Customer. Yeah, but so I think, and I know it's the system. So
Okay.
sometimes we all get to that realization that okay, maybe 9 to 5 is not it for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if the system made us know what we wanted to pursue,
Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten
Exactly.
ourselves
Even
into.
Giving us options and make
Exactly,
like more
exactly,
information
exactly.
available.
so it's all about when you realize it. If you realize that this year this is not for you, you can go. But let us not blame ourselves too much.
Yeah. But I'm
Let us
actually
blame
happy
ourselves too
that
much.
like as like mature as we are, not too young, not too old. We've realized this. We've realized this early because I'm telling you, people realize this after they get married.
Yeah.
They realize that,
Yeah.
and it's too late because now marriage comes with a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah.
And now there's nothing you can do. So for me, I think that it's better I'm borrowing Iman's starting words.
Okay.
We own our life and development and see where we want what the companies are doing our strategy. We should do it in our personal life. Let's strategize our
Yeah.
lives and see where we want to be in the next 5 years. Maybe you still want to be in the 9 to 5 space, but yours is to what? Rise fast. So what you do is to job search. After 5 years, after 4 years, you want to look elsewhere, get a higher role with more responsibility so that you learn very fast. And then maybe after that, you can do something else with your life. Everybody has their unique way of growing in the space.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ima, so I wanted to ask, do you think the rise of remote working from home and working for companies outside the country, do you think it's making us lazy?
Well, it depends. Remote work is good for some jobs. If it's IT, if it's marketing, there are some jobs that you can do from home that is fine.
Yeah.
But then customer service, for example, HR, for example, you'd have to be in the office. Like,
Who told you
relax.
Me, the customer service safe. Me safe now.
No, it's
That
not-
the one that come attack before you charge HR.
It's not about doing your
HR,
job.
calm down.
It's because when you're burnt out, when you're depressed, all those things, it's very easy to fall deeper into it when you're at home alone. But when you are at the workspace, there's this diversity. You talk to many people, you know how people react.
Now,
all
the
those
culture
things.
of the company you're working for
No,
counts.
relax. Okay.
There
Yeah.
are companies you
Okay.
won't get that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
go, you
I
enter
understand.
a cubicle and you leave that cubicle.
Yeah.
True.
That's
So,
true.
Yeah, I think remote work is good for some jobs, but not all jobs.
Yeah.
Because it's going to limit you. Even I've had tech people at home who say they want to go to work. Like, you don't know what God has done for you. But honestly, I think it has to be balanced. Example, like it has to be balanced. It has to be flexible hours. The CEO of PwC, he made a comment which I wanted to say earlier on. It doesn't matter whether you come to work at 8, 9, 10, 11. Just do your work, meet your targets. So it's like he's giving them that flexibility to come late. Because Ghana, you know how traffic is.
But he might have said it, but
Doesn't
you know,
mean it.
insider, yeah.
No, but if you're meeting productivity,
Yeah, I think I agree with
Yeah.
you.
it's fine.
I think
I think I
productivity
agree
is
with
not
you.
looked at really today.
Oh, it's
Like in
Some
today's 9 to
companies-
5.
Some companies,
but we are
yeah.
talking on the larger scale.
Yeah, that's true.
Generally, the impression is if you are not coming into work early and leaving late,
You're
not
not
productive.
working. Exactly.
That thing annoys me
It's
to
not
the
cool.
core.
It's not
They
cool.
expect to see you spend your
I
entire
said we
life.
don't have lives outside work.
Exactly.
It's not cool at
Exactly.
all.
The older gang in workplaces like this.
Yeah.
Hey, the money,
It's true.
yeah, but it's not me bedroom 6. It's me feeling 11 p.m.
It's true. 9 to 5. And you have 1 hour break. And when you take the break,
That
and
one,
it's- it's-
the
don't know.
30 minutes will come and look for you.
Oh.
But you see how boring it is.
It's-
That is why, for me, what you said, the question you asked, Ima, I think that it's about time. Like, we've gotten to that time where we need to embrace flexibility.
working.
Yeah.
We need to embrace the balance of life. Honestly, I think that companies who are not practicing like this balanced life, they don't really care about their employees. They are just thinking about their personal growth or
gains.
using the employees to what meets
Ah,
their
of course now.
their
Oh,
target.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. That's the whole rationale. It's using people to what
Okay, what
achieve
do you-
organizational
Yeah.
goals. That's the whole thing. But then let it look like attractive. Let
It
it
should be a
look like
two-way street.
exactly. Let
We
it
don't
look
care
like
about
you
you.
have the power, but they have the power. You get like you have the power to your life, but then they have the power to ensure that you are productive.
Yeah.
But then it's looking like everything lies on them. So Monday to Friday is for them. Just on Saturday and Sunday. I mean, sometimes some
They want to
people
use your
their
weekend.
weekends are also used. You see, so sometimes when you like think about, I think that if we run a survey today in Ghana, most people have contemplated leaving 9 to 5, but then
Yeah.
because there's no other way,
Option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they have to just fall in that, or maybe Charlie, they have a lot of responsibilities and all that. So honestly, I agree with the balance Ima was talking about.
So do you think remote working is not making us lazy? It's
No.
just setting us free.
No, it's just giving us balance to life. Honestly, it's just giving us balance to life, and it's a good thing that every company should embrace, because everything can be done in a very hybrid way.
Yeah.
HR can be hybrid, customer service can be hybrid, everything can be hybrid.
Come on,
So
like
far as they are
banking,
getting the work
let's
done.
enter into the finance sector.
Okay.
You can't tell us to work from home.
Who told you? Who told you that?
No. Do you know what she said?
You can't tell
Tell us.
us.
Tell us. You know what to tell her
At
is?
the back.
Tell her one,
Back
tell her two.
Yes.
To work from home.
Yes.
Tell her one, tell her two.
Yeah.
So you go cash your check for your room.
Eh?
How
So
are
what
you
we
going
can,
to
that's
do
what I'm
it?
saying. I use balance. It's possible. So what we can do is that we can do what
Tell
we
her
call.
one, tell her two.
Oh, listen.
How are they going to do it?
What we can do is that we can do something we call I've forgotten the HR term, but it's called job sharing. Yeah. So let's say your full-time job, right, as a teller, will be splitted into two. So you and I. So if you're supposed to be paid 10,000 cedis a month, we paid 5,000. You get it?
Because
How many people will
5,000.
agree to that?
Oh, a lot of people, because we need
Tell her how
that
much
balance
they
in
pay. Tell her
life.
one, tell her two.
I'm just giving an example.
We will
Rough
make
estimate.
Tell her what, tell her two.
roughly.
Tell her
It's
one,
written
tell her
there.
two.
You go do it, you do everything.
So that
Ask
one.
somebody, oh.
No,
2 to
listen.
5,000,
So the
roughly.
whole idea of job sharing is that because I want balance in life, instead of working 2 weeks, 4 weeks or how
In a
many
month.
21 days, I'm going to work half of that. So
That's a part-time job.
that's not part-time. That's not part of
Is this happening in Ghana?
not yet, but that's something that we can develop so that it doesn't make tellers feel like they are locked in that small cubicle.
I swear, so video camera.
But then-
No, but
Don't
our
leave
job sharing is done. No.
What?
Job sharing is
It's done.
right? In Ghana,
But in
yeah.
that one, they don't pay them like that. Most
Exactly. That one they don't pay.
listen, outsource them.
So wait, it means they wouldn't be in the office 21 days, but half of the 21
half
days.
of the 21 days, but then they are
So-
full-time staff. So that's what I'm saying, that like whatever your job is,
So
whatever
that
your
means
job is,
before
would
they
have 21
required
pay.
one human being
exactly,
to pay 10K.
exactly,
Right now, one person says, "Okay, my job. I'll share my job with you.
With you.
exactly,
So I'm sharing my pay with you.
exactly,
Oh,
So I'll
right,
come
I get
today.
it.
Tomorrow you come.
exactly.
Then the next day I come.
Oh,
Come.
okay.
But that one is not working for.
No.
No, but that's part of the balance we need in life because
No,
No,
yeah,
this
right now,
one is
when they talk
different.
about,
You're talking
so
about
listen,
working from
this is what
home.
she asked to, that remote work, trying to apply it,
remote work.
yes,
Yeah.
trying to apply it to stuff like the
A bank
financial,
teller. Yeah.
so a bank teller.
It wouldn't work.
oh Charlie,
No.
if I be creative, it can work. Everything is possible.
Unless you
Branch
want
manager,
AI.
the
I'm
branch
saying
manager
we are
in the
here.
house.
We are here. This video is shot 2025, right? To show you by the time we get married, it's why would it be happening? It's
So
possible.
branch manager, they in the house.
Because
Why
they use a counting machine. They use a lot of stuff. They have to do it in the presence of
then-
the person. So how are they going to do it
So it means
remotely?
branches should go extinct.
Oh, Charlie, maybe I don't have the idea right now.
Or do
but
you
it's
think AI
possible.
should take
It's
over
possible.
that?
Maybe some machine can help you do something.
It's
So,
a
Ellen,
way,
okay,
but
so
what
you
you're
say
doing is not-
machine, right now you're adding on to unemployment.
Exactly.
Well, I know that what I'm saying doesn't really, but then,
You know it's not making sense.
but it's possible.
It's possible for other work environments, not bank teller. No, a bank teller. It's not going to work.
So
But then,
financial
I'm not
integration.
asking questions.
It is true that like the remote work is making people lazy. I
Yeah,
think
some
2020 they reverted back to
Yeah.
coming to office because of the low productivity.
No, do you know why? It's not so. I think that we didn't have the right tools to actually track productivity. That is why we think that it is not. Because if you can track productivity, trust me,
But
your
working from home,
employees will still be
That sector
productive.
in Ghana was that good asset then when COVID hit. Right?
Yes. So when COVID hit, at that time, our HRS tools they didn't even have that kind of productivity tracker and things. It's now that it has been embedded. So some company, that is why now on LinkedIn you see a lot of remote working opportunities now because now we have ways to track productivity in your homes. And I don't know why Ghanaian companies are not even introducing that.
money.
like they
It's
do,
all
Yeah,
money. It's all fun.
Share.
I feel like they do.
Share.
It's
You know the money
It's because
companies
of-
make.
But
You
then
know
you
the
all
money
have-
companies make.
No,
Different.
generally, change is opposed.
Exactly.
It's a human phenomenon that exists already. But I think it's on a different level here,
So change is supposed in Africa.
as opposed to other
It's Ghana.
sectors of
Ghana, let's
sectors of the
say
world.
Ghana.
Change is supposed in Ghana.
Oh no, it's a human phenomenon. Like as
Yeah.
No,
what
like
you are
trying to
used
say, like
to.
the remote work
Yeah.
issue is just referring to Ghana, right?
No, right now you go to make I lose my train of thought.
But what you're saying
No,
is true.
see.
Normally people frown to change.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
something is happening, we
Yeah.
all like to frown to change. But then what we are talking about, like tracking productivity, is not too far fetched. Like it's not supposed to be a problem. We should even be tracking productivity with or without working from home. But most organizations don't track productivity in that like digital way where you can even know how many clicks you did in a day. No, it hasn't gone to that extent in most companies in Ghana. Well, maybe the
Yeah.
advanced ones, yeah, but most companies don't even have that tool to actually check the number of clicks you've done in a sitting. Ibab. So, Charlie,
Why that's a productivity tracker.
Wait,
yes,
so
like
what
some
are you what
top
are you
productive
clicking?
Like you
tracker.
people tell me.
No. The click part is just like an overview of everything. So like it can actually track what work done looks like. That's how powerful those productivity trackers are. When you say work is done, like maybe you work with what claims. How many claims have you done in a day? It will tell you. So if in a day you have done 2 claims, you are not productive because maybe the goal was to do like 20 claims.
Very good. Same thing you just said. I can do 20 baller claims.
No, that's what I'm saying. I actually get what you're saying. I actually get what you're saying. But then, we are supposed to work to what? To
You know
bring
why?
results.
No,
So
you know
how
why?
can you be doing border claims?
No.
What I'm
Explain.
talking about is something I see every day. I won't even lie. Like
Risky.
No, I'm saying.
the impression.
Yeah, some of them will act like they're actually
So
being
the
productive.
impression of productivity. So in my opinion, we shouldn't be tracking productivity. It sounds off.
Are you sure?
Listen, It sounds off, but I think we should be tracking impact. The person did 20 claims. How many of them were brought back?
First of all,
How
what
many
we
of them
call-
went
but
issue
it's
free?
what we call
that person's fault.
productivity.
It's not that person's fault. Jubab.
Let's talk about claims. Claims generally means someone has a legitimate reason to collect something from you. If it's a bank or an investment, claims or benefits is after the investment, time reach, I for
Yeah.
take my money,
Yeah.
making a claim to that money.
Yeah.
There are processes to that person getting that money.
Yeah.
It has to go through step A, step B, step 3. Certain steps mostly sit with one person to check that this is on the form, this is on the form, that's on the form, then move it here. If it's not on the form, call the client, get it rectified before you move it ahead. The person who has done the 20 has looked at the thing. It wasn't, but he pushed it. Claim 1, pushed it, claim 2, claim 3. Starts the show, I've processed 20 claims. But all of these things will come back. And that's even killing the company because now your customers are not happy and all of those things. You understand? So impact, let's say the 2 you're talking about, somebody did 2 the whole day as opposed to someone's 20. That 2 could be very problematic. And the person made sure, spend time on the phone with the client so that things will go faster even for the client.
Yeah.
Because we know, me, where I work, probably you where you work as well. If a claim is in process and one of the steps are skipped and it reaches the next person, the person wants to be put for somewhere. When him say, we know what checking one check, say, okay, me that's off.
But you see, what we
see the
call
thing?
what
So
we
this
call
person has the impression of productivity.
yes, but what we call
What's the impact?
productivity, what we call productivity is what? It's something that is what successful. It shouldn't have errors. Once he has errors, it's not productivity. It's counterproductive.
But it gives the impression. It gives that impression
So
of
my
productivity.
point is that my
Because
point
this
is that
counting, you can't. Kwame Atta has done processed 500 claims in the month of June. Everybody clap for him. Hey,
I'm telling you, if
And
you
then
have
out of the 500,
how many?
We're impactful.
so
You understand?
we can call that
Yeah.
product. Maybe it means that
No,
most
but it gives-
companies.
I'm not saying it's productive. I'm saying it gives the impression of
That,
productivity.
yeah.
And that's what we see a lot of people in 9 to 5 who today will get healed.
Yeah.
It's what they do.
so
And
they're
let's
just
be
doing
honest.
this for that.
Yeah.
Yes. And they also have ways, even report writing. You can write a report in a way that even though you've done nothing, it's so impressive.
This remote work.
No, we landed, they will come back. Let's go back.
Time is running.
Okay,
We have
okay,
like
guys. So the last question, please.
okay.
9 to 5, is it outdated? Do you
Yes.
still think
Relax,
it's
we should finish.
outdated?
Oh yeah, actually, I can say it's outdating. It's not
No,
yet, but it's
it's-
a
people
process. It's a
is-
process.
Outdated.
No,
Based
because
on-
people in uni still think when they finish school,
They need to be educated.
Yeah, it's but let's go back to history.
Uh,
Why was 95 created? Thankfully, I did some research before I came here.
Hey, let's go.
let's go.
It was
Ah.
created in the 20th century for factory work. That was the
Okay.
whole basis of 95. In this modern era, do we still do we still do things like the 20th century? No, people want to take time off to do other things. So 95 has to accommodate that, and we spoke about it earlier. Flexibility.
Flexibility.
Thank you. No,
Yeah.
So how is it outdated then?
because that 95, it means you have to work within those hours. Flexibility will allow you to work within other hours and still be productive. And there have been studies that have proven that the crunch time for productivity is 11 to 3.
Okay.
Time after that and time before that, use it for other things.
Okay.
After 3, you have eaten, Charlie. You're already looking forward to creation time.
I feel like I
Ele-
also
11 is
read
the-
somewhere
Okay.
even people that work remotely mostly work within that time. What they are not getting is what they are not doing is losing time to commute. When
Yeah.
looking at
Yeah.
somewhere like Accra,
I heard that.
Yeah.
80% of the people working 9 to 5 don't live close to where they work.
Yeah.
We are doing Kaswat for Accra.
Tema to Adenta.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You understand? So,
Every to Mokola.
yeah.
I know somebody like that.
There's someone in
people
the
dey-
office that
Every
comes from.
Day.
Don't know
People dey
why.
different region.
Yeah.
Come on, Accra.
We come.
If,
Back and
ah,
forth.
if
But
you've taken
honestly,
Church before,
it's really outdated. Like, I actually agree with him. It's really outdated. And I think that
No, Iman said it's outdated. You are saying it's
It's
outdated.
outdated.
like
So
you are
it's
saying
going-
it's going
Yeah,
out.
it's going-
exactly.
it's
That's
going-
what I'm saying.
it's
It's
in a
It's
going.
going
process of-
out of
It's
fashion.
an
I'm telling
outdated
you,
mode
eh,
of
me, I'm actually glad that the millennials and then the Gen Zs, they think similarly. And I'm sure in the next 7 years, when they hold those, they will scrap up some archaic policies and mentalities and rigid behaviors that, because honestly, there are a lot of things that doesn't sit well with me in the 9 to 5 space, even though I like the idea of it, because there's a lot you can learn. Like, there's a lot. Some people have really, really, really developed themselves through 9 to 5. Like,
Yeah.
like when they find themselves in like very good teachable environment,
Yeah.
right? There's a lot you can learn, but then some of the rigid policies and things to do and culture, Charlie, they have to scrap it off because it's not helping
every time is
and
my
supporting
time,
the
my time, my time,
generations.
my time.
Oh, Charlie.
Quadro 4.
Okay, guys. So we have to wrap it up. So a question to you guys at home, please. Do you think 9 to 5 is outdated or is it outdated? It's a question. Kindly post it in the comment section. We'll be waiting to hear from you. And so any final words?
Hetty, me is for you.
If you go choose 9 to 5,
babe.
choose
Would you
better.
okay, so the last should be 9 to 5 or remote working.
Wait. The remote is still 9 to 5.
No. Another job, it can be job
I
outside the
they agree.
country.
Yeah.
Can't have a remote job that's 9 to
9
5.
to 5. Or would you
Oh,
say
We
okay.
were
entrepreneurship?
talking about a whole different thing. Charlie, do you want do you want 9
No,
to
but
5
I
or you
recently
want
saw
No.
that post of
You want
I
to be
think
free.
one parliamentarian who
Oh
has
no,
got
I still want it, but I still want
remote
to.
jobs available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The youth.
So that's
yeah.
not okay.
no? But
Wait,
Okay, so I
so
think the question should be: Do
do you want a 9 to 5 or you want to
No.
be free?
in office or remote work?
Oh, that one there.
I feel
Because
like
right now
it
we are talking about 9
shouldn't
to 5
be-
as going into it. A remote. being
Okay,
able to
so
work
I
from
would
anywhere.
prefer hybrid.
Hybrid.
As in you go 2 in, 2 out, or 3 in.
I mean, that's what we already do.
yeah. I prefer that.
So what would you prefer?
I don't think 9 to 5 should go away, should be abolished. I just think it just needed a revamp.
A reform.
Yeah.
Reform.
Yes.
Like cool. How then the cool
They need to introduce
restructure it?
flexibility. Or that it's clean creativity, as we said.
Oh,
So
yeah.
flexibility will allow you to
Yeah.
do other things.
Yeah.
You need to be creative in that workspace.
Exactly.
That's fair enough.
I know.
Honestly, another bright conditions. I'll pick any. Bright conditions. Because thinking back, right now, if I'm to describe an ideal job, I want one that will, it doesn't have to be international traveling. It can be in Ghana here. Put me in a pickup truck. Tell me to go place to place, making sure this is working. Figure out stuff. I go, there's a problem. Okay, how can we do this? I tick, ta.
And they pay you well.
Sweet.
You like solving problems, right?
Sweet,
Okay,
like,
well,
you
yeah,
feel
let
like
me
you
wrap it
matter.
up.
Yeah.
Honestly, me, if you ask me,
We've
I
asked
just
you.
want to
We've
be-
asked you.
I just
We've
want to
asked
be-
you.
I just want to be,
You just want to be Melbourne.
I just want to be free.
Oh my
So
God.
just free Melbourne.
All
But
right.
then if I want to do anything 9 to 5, then I think I should just be the consultant you come to and how can we help do this? Then I come and give you my piece of advice and go. But to be there, and far.
Okay. All right. I would prefer hybrid as well. I think like that would
Yeah.
really balance things out for me. So guys, we've come to another episode of the Raw Podcast. Thank you so much. If you are still here, you've come to the end watching us, fine boys and fine girls, and you haven't subscribed. I don't know what you're waiting for. Come on. Subscribe. Press share, like, and comment
Comment.
as well. So we see you on another episode of the Raw Podcast, and it's bye.